The linker will take all the independently assembled machine language programs and object files and put them together. This produces a .hex file that the microprocessor can understand and run. Now this figure, though it applies to C and C++ programming in general, is a good illustration of this process. Another piece of software called AVR-Dude, and Dude is for downloader, uploader, starts when we press the upload button in the Arduino IDE. Now this software sends the .hex file to the ATmega328 on the Arduino board. On the chip resides what's known as a bootloader. This bootloader was put there on purpose by the folks at Arduino and works with AVR-Dude to get the .hex file into the flash memory on the chip. And all this happens very quickly and seamlessly behind the scenes of the Arduino IDE. Now, a few words are in order on this subject due to the enormous popularity of Arduino boards and the C and C++ language in general. Some of you use standalone or naked microcontrollers for your projects. After all, this is how things are actually made and mass-produced in the real world. And it's cheaper. We talked about naked or standalone microcontrollers versus Arduino in an earlier tutorial. Others use platforms or ecosystems such as the Arduino almost or entirely exclusively. Finally, some of you may use both depending on your goals and background. For hobbyists, the number of people who use platforms like Arduino has exceeded those who use only naked microcontrollers. When we talk about programming the Arduino, we'll talk about the C and C++ languages, but the truth is sketches are written in a language similar to C, though a sketch itself is not completely compatible with C. In Arduino, for example, the main function is hidden from view and added for you when you compile or verify your sketch. Also, there are two functions which the Arduino ecosystem absolutely requires, setup and loop. The only function C requires is main. C also lacks built-in functions for using microcontroller I/O, such as digital writes. To make learning simple, the Arduino IDE designers hide a lot of detail and functionality behind layers of abstraction, many of which come in the form of libraries. Note that the C programming language also uses libraries. They are added during the linking process. Though there are a few slight differences, if you can become a competent C programmer, you'll also master the Arduino IDE and crush it on your Arduino projects. And if you desire to port the code from Arduino to a naked micro, it'll be a cinch. Now that we know a bit about how high-level code converts to electrical signals the processor can use, our next video will talk about some C programming best practices to get you started.